Welcome everybody to Straight Shoot, a wrestling podcast. We got Heel Kevin back today, and we are kind of taking something from Heel Kev's library of content. Kevin, run us through what we're going to do today.
I'm going to regret my decisions because you're an evil genius, but what we're going to be doing, guys, is we're going to play Wipe One from History. Now, this can apply to many different things, whether it be factions, championships, superstars, it doesn't matter. You can apply this to just about anything, and it's really up to Steve or myself, whatever we want to throw at the other one. So basically, that's what we're going to be doing is I'm going to give Steve 3 options, he's going to give me 3 options, and we're going to have to choose one to eliminate from history. Now, here's the caveat to it. When you eliminate whatever it is from history, whether it be a title, faction, superstar, whatever the case may be, you are eliminating everything it ever influenced. Now, if it's a faction, you're eliminating everything that happened after it became a faction, not their careers beforehand. If it's a championship, you're wiping every title or every champion that championship ever crowned.
Yep.
And that's why you really have to think before you give these answers, because you could really be wiping away some of our favorite wrestlers from history.
Absolutely. Okay, Kev, so since this is your baby, I'm actually going to hit you first.
You know, I've never been in this seat before. I've always been the one asking the question.
Yeah.
I'm very nervous.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hit you with 2 options, and then we'll see how this works, and then we'll go from there, okay? So,
okay.
Kevin, eliminate one from history. King of the Ring, Hell in a Cell, or the Elimination Chamber?
Wow. So there's a lot of things you have to take into account when you do this. I mean, the epic battles between Taker and Triple H inside Hell in a Cell. If you wipe away King of the Ring, Austin 316 doesn't happen. And then you have the Elimination Chamber. And I mean, who could forget what Shawn Michaels did to The Undertaker in the Elimination Chamber to get his match at WrestleMania on top of everything else that happened inside of the... Wow.
Yep.
I mean, I guess we don't pull our punches in the first round, do we, Steve?
No, not at all, buddy. I want to come out swinging.
There's no way, as a wrestling fan, whether he was one of my favorites or not, there's no way I can touch King of the Ring.
Not a chance.
Austin 316 solidifies King of the Ring as something that could never be touched whatsoever. Regardless if Baron Corbin won it later, who cares? The fact that that's what brought us 316, can't touch it. And if we take away Hell in a Cell, we are literally taking away something that ironically skyrocketed somebody's career because they plummeted from the top. Being Mick Foley, I've got to eliminate the Elimination Chamber, and I'm doing it reluctantly, but I think out of the 3, that's the one that has to go.
Dude, honestly, that was a very tough one. I was thinking everything through when I was writing these down. Obviously, I don't think any wrestling fan in their right mind is eliminating King of the Ring just because of what you said. Austin 316 doesn't become a thing. Quite virtually, if Austin 316 doesn't become a thing, the Attitude Era doesn't become a thing. Hands down.
No.
I agree with you. I think the hardest one to eliminate here is the Elimination Chamber. There has been some iconic matches, even up to Austin Theory this past year, actually putting on the performance of his career, getting his ass absolutely beat by Brock Lesnar. Guys, let us know in the comments what you guys think. All right, Kev, on to the next one. We have the Bloodline, the New Day,
Okay.
or Bullet Club.
So, see, right off the bat, I want to, right as you said that, I had a clear cut. This is where I'm going, and I'm going to get eaten alive for it in the comment sections, but let me explain. So, I promise, guys, I'm doing this for the betterment of what I feel the Superstars is. I'm not touching the New Day because honestly, hate me in the comments if you want. I feel like all 3 of those guys get released without each other. I think they were both kind of in that mid-card pool. They weren't really taken seriously. These 3 guys came together. They said, look, we are amazing talents that can really captivate a crowd and really take over if you let us. And forming the New Day led to that. So without the New Day, I feel like those three get released. With that being said, you look at the Bullet Club, and the Bullet Club has made so many superstars. You take a guy like Cody Rhodes, who didn't really do much in WWE his first time around.
Nope.
Went to the Indies, paired up with the Bullet Club, shot to the moon, became the guy he was, helped start AEW, and now he is what he is in WWE, and they've done that for numerous others like Kenny Omega, like the Young Bucks, like Adam Cole. I have to eliminate the Bloodline because all of those members, with the exception of Solo Sikoa, were very successful and would be very successful without the Bloodline. They maybe they don't set the records of the longest reigning champions, but they still have a very, very stout wrestling career, still able to provide for their families, still arguably Hall of Famers. I'm only eliminating the Bloodline because I think they do just fine without it. Although I love the Bloodline, I acknowledge the Tribal Chief. If I'm trying to stick with the betterment of the wrestlers, I think the Bloodline is just fine without the Bloodline, but I do love the Bloodline.
Well, the comments, I think, are either going to agree with you or absolutely crucify you in this video, but I don't think I can disagree. I think the only way I'd go with this is I think a lot of the guys that were Bullet Club in the Indies over in New Japan, at this point in time, maybe in this new era with a new vision from Hunter, I think those guys still come over and make their way into the big leagues, into quote AEW or into WWE, the likes of AJ Styles, with the likes of Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks. So my toss up was either Bullet Club or Bloodline. I agree with you with either one of your sentiments, but guys, let us know in the comments what you guys think. If you want to see more videos like this, leave a comment, leave a like, and put some suggestions down for us. Guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to go follow Straight Shoot, a wrestling podcast at straightshoot.locals.com, and take care. We'll see you soon.
Please don't hate me.